doesn't look good for my aunt. And the thing is, my mother is in denial. The last bout of batch or whatever you call it, the last treatment, whether it was chemo, radiation, I don't even know. My mom, there's my proof. I mean, my mom has forgetfulness, just, gets worse all the time, whatever. She can't even, but whatever. Her sister is probably going to die. She's not going to be able. It all grew. Everything grew. The cancer, the lymph nodes, her liver levels, everything. And I say to my mom, you have to accept the fact that she's probably going to die. Barring a fucking miracle, she's going to. Oh, don't say that, Laura. She's not going to die. Mom, you can't be in denial. She already lived past how long she was given. A year ago, this past December, she was given 7 months. My mom is in fucking denial. I don't know what you can't be. You can be in denial at the very beginning. Oh, but not now. Everything has grown. And my mom's like, well, she still thinks that God might save her. I said, Mom, if it's her time to go, and then God's gonna, well, she has a family, but everyone who dies has a family, Mom. If it's her time to go, it's gonna happen. She'll be the first person who ever died on me who is really, gonna affect me. This is my mother's beloved sister. Marianne is not the beloved sister, not like the one who has cancer. Up to, for a long time, she was I consider her one of my best friends. I mean, she was my surrogate mother, my substitute mother. My mother was locked up in the nut house. She was the person I could talk to, even though, I felt guilty about this. Like, I could never talk to my sick mother, Quiet, guys! Grandma's just taking a shower. God. Oh my jeez. I'm sorry, but at this point, when she's not allowed to have chemo or radiation anymore, the last time she had that, it didn't shrink at all, it grew. Then you have to face the facts, Mom. She's probably gonna die. My mom's like a child, and I know, I'm not gonna let this stop me from pursuing what I need to pursue. I'm sorry, it's an inopportune moment for you, Mom, but it's always gonna be an inopportune moment. I mean, come on. I'm sick of this shit. You lied to Mary, and you told her that my ex gave me the money to come here when it was you talking big, sending me the money, saying you'd fight, and then pushed in. Didn't fight at all. And then when I'm understandably upset because I arrived with Omar at the airport, us having survived hell back in LA, both of us having actually survived, and you tell me that instead of coming to your house to heal, I'm going to the shelter. And when I understandably get upset, you tell me about the aunt who's dying. Jennifer's dying. Don't stop being so selfish. Don't upset the family. This time, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this is an inopportune moment, but this is my time to fight. And this is when I'm going to do it. I'm not going to wait until my aunt dies or lingers on or whatever, and I don't have to. I don't have to. It's sad. My mom won't face it. I know she doesn't want to face it. This is going to kill my mother, and it's going to kill me too, because if, my mom will likely turn against me if I'm pursuing this legal stuff against Marion at the same time that, the other aunt could be dying. But what the fuck do you want? want from me? It's been 6.5 months in that shelter. I mean, I hear you telling me that you want to put this home in a living trust for me, but you don't do it. You want to, make sure that there's a will, but you say we have to do it behind Marion's back. No, you don't do anything behind Marion's back anymore, Mom. I'm sorry about your sister. I've never had anybody that I truly get. My grandmother, Marion's father, who was, not my blood grandfather, he died when I was a teenager. My grandmother died when I was in my 20s, but I was not devastated by either that. I mean, it was cancer. I mean, that's just... I'm going to be double because my mother can't handle it. And I can only be so strong. You know what I mean? I'm going to lose it. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting sex and affection from another living soul. I might start drinking again. I won't do it here. I won't even ever be even the least bit tipsy here or drink here. But come on. Something's gotta give. My mom can't handle any of this. I can only be so strong. Much more I have to take. Sorry, Mom. Oh God, this is gonna kill my mother. I think this is gonna kill my mother more than when her own mother died. I'm sorry, but this is her... You just have to understand, this is her beloved sister. And she did. I mean, she would say so herself. She has lived a really good life. She lived a really good life. I mean, I'm sorry that happened. Fuck. People die. What are you gonna do? Well, you don't want to face the fact. I mean, I nearly died back in LA a couple times because Hope, Doll's mom, just turned on me, and she was my only fucking friend. She turned on me inexplicably. I wandered around blacked out, as in crossing streets, whatever, and I didn't remember anything the next day, so I could have easily died. Okay? Wandered around for hours around the city, completely blacked out. I remembered nothing the next day. What that means, while I was doing it, I was fucking blacked out. I could have been raped. I could have been hit by a car. It could have been anything, okay? People die. What are you gonna do? My mom can't be living in denial. Not at this point. When you first get the diagnosis, sure, there's hope, whatever. And the last time, when she went through the chemo radiation, I don't know which, because my mom doesn't know what. It wasn't great news because it didn't shrink, but it wasn't horrible news because at least it didn't grow. This time everything has grown. I'm sorry, but she is likely going to die. And if you believe in God, you say, well, she believes God, but she wants to stay with her family. Well, if it's her time to go, then she's going to have to believe that that's her family and everything, their health, the way she lives, that God wants her with him. You can't say because she wants to be with her family, God's going to heal her. Hasn't healed her yet. It's only gotten worse. I mean, something's gonna give. I need a drink. I haven't touched a drop to drink in a year. Today's a fucking year and I need a drink. Dad's probably gonna die. I'm gonna be dealing with my own grief because I'm getting to know her again, and I'll be dealing with my mother's grief, which is worse for me because my mother's a child and she's in denial now. She gets mad if I say it. Don't say that, Laura. Don't say that. Mom, face the facts. I'm sorry, but you cannot be in denial yet, or you might bring down. You might find a bag that manifests. So today's been 1 year anniversary. Haven't touched a drop. I didn't do drugs, you know what I mean? I haven't touched a drop. I know alcohol's a drug, but I'm just saying I didn't do any official kind of drug. I only drank. I haven't touched a drop to drink. March 4th, you know, this Saturday, and then Donald strangled me in front of his mother on, what was it, 7th or 6th, 2 days later? It was that Saturday before he strangled me anyway. So he strangled me on the 6th. I haven't touched a drop to drink. I mean, now it's almost past midnight, I think, but we'll just pretend. I mean, the 4th. A year. Such a baby, Mama. Night, Mama. A year. I haven't touched a drop to drink in a year. My 1-year anniversary of not touching a drop to drink is the same date that my aunt's out of options. My mom has to face the kids are each other. Then my mom might turn on me. It's almost guaranteed. That if I'm, you know, forcing her to go through this and talk to my lawyer or whatever while, you know, her beloved sister's going through this, my mom's gonna turn on me. What do you want from me, Mom? You know, I can't just wait around. The time is now. Marianne has not changed. She proved it last Sunday. The Sunday before. She proved it 100%. If you say boo to her, she flies into a rage. If she thinks for a second that I'm, you know, causing you maybe to question things you should be questioning, like what's going on with your 401k or anything, you have a right, and she has no rights to question anything. That's not right. That's just not right. I know for a fact that Miriam was saying all the time to my mom, you don't have enough money. You don't have enough money. No. You can't even afford a dog. That's mean. It's manipulation. Threats. My mom loves this fucking dog. You know, she's all alone here. She loves this dog. And Miriam's gonna tell her, you know, hold it above her head. I'll take the dog away from you. That's abuse. It's elder abuse. Does my mom remember it? No, but I do. My mom would call me in LA and tell me everything. I remember it. Telling her she doesn't have enough money. I know how much my mom gets every month. Did I believe it for a second that my mom didn't have enough money? No. Marianne's doing that on purpose. Just to keep her in line, just to play God with her and be controlling and manipulative, and you can't afford it. You know, it's mean. It's mean to do that to a mentally ill woman. It's like my mom got out of that, you know, she'd been sectioned 5 different times. She's on Cyproxen, which is notorious for weight gain. And she goes Thanksgiving, and Marianne's husband actually, you know, my mom had gained a lot of weight, and Marianne's husband pointed out, look at that stomach on you. The poor woman had been sectioned 5 times by your wife, you know, by your wife's influence, talking to the police and whatnot, okay? 5 times in less than a year. She was now on 3 powerful psych meds, and she'd put on weight, and you were gonna make fun of her, you fucking prick. You and Marianne deserve each other, okay? I'm sorry, this is an inopportune time. My mom gets on my case about whatever. I'll say, Mom, I'll just leave. I'm still gonna fight this. I'm gonna fight this regardless of not if your beloved sister's on her deathbed. You used that excuse a year ago almost to put me on the shelf. Don't tell me. Stop being so selfish, Laura. Don't upset the family. Samantha, Jennifer, Karen, whatever's dying, I know it's getting home. And it's been a year, and, thank God she didn't die, but, my time is now. Marion is not acting in good faith. She uses my mother's ignorance to keep my mother in line. My mother doesn't dare question anything. My mother has every right in the world to question anything in regards to her finances that my Aunt Marion has control over. My mother has a right to put this house in a living trust for me. If you believe otherwise, then you're fucking insane. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. I just want a drink, and you can substitute the word die for drink, Stress is killing me. Stress is fucking killing me. I cannot take it. My aunt is probably gonna die, and my mom is in denial. Barring a miracle, my aunt is going to die. Everything got worse. The liver levels elevated. The lymph nodes grew. The cancer grew. Everything grew. You have to face the facts at some point, Mom. You have hope when it's first diagnosed. She's not gonna be able to do anything anymore. She's gonna die. I'm so sorry, Mom. I love her, but she's your beloved sister. We've been on this planet with your entire life. I don't know how my mom's gonna take this. I fear it. I fear my mom's gonna slip into something bad. Granted, she's on her meds, but I don't consider psych meds the holy grail the way a lot of people do, the panacea to cure all human woes, you know what I mean? My mom's a child. My mom is not. My mom told me, I'm like, Mom, she's probably gonna die. Don't say that, Laura, don't say that, get mad at me, but you have to face the facts. Barring a fucking miracle, she's gonna die. It got worse. It doesn't look good for her. She's out of options. She's not going to be doing chemo, radiation, anything. It's not going to disappear on its own. I just dropped a drink in a year. I want to drink some. Nobody would even condemn me for having a drink or 2 or 50. I told you what Michelle, the shit black woman, she told me when she didn't even know. She didn't know everything. You can't tell a new friend everything. She knew enough. She knew I was in there too. And she's like, she wasn't in there because of drugs or alcohol. She lost her job. She was just one of those. But she's confident and usually happy and well-adjusted and whatnot. She has her problems like everything else, but she looked at me. She's like, I'm surprised you're not down that bar at the street drinking your ass off, getting shit-faced every single day for her. She's like, you have such strength. Yeah, well, everyone has their breaking point. I am not gonna put my mother first this time. I am not gonna quote-unquote postpone doing this legal shit and quote unquote as my upsetting the family. Sorry, Mom, but I'm not gonna do it. Have the 15,000. If you get on my case too much, you viciously turn against me, which I have to be prepared for anything when I live in the twilight zone existence. I'll leave. I'll simply leave. I'll go get a room, and I'll leave. I might have to leave anyway. I don't know what's going on with this woman in the office, My mom gave her the letter from the doctor, but they don't like me here, so they can find a loophole, because I caused trouble in 2009. Meanwhile, do they know that the trouble they caused was because my Aunt Marion turned off the phone on me, turned off the computer, turned off the phone, eventually turned off the electricity? And I thought my mom's neighbors were her friends who would want to help me. They accused me of trying to barge into their place when I just said, I need to please use your phone. I need to talk to my mom who's in the middle. I need to call a taxi to buy food at the grocery store. It's a mile and a half walk away. I can't take this. I need a drink. I need a massage. I can't have a drink. I need to go and get a massage. I wonder if they have massage parlors for women like they do for men. Not that I'd want a happy ending, I just would want a hot guy massaging me. Preferably when it wasn't gay and it might be lusting after me. I'm still in denial. When you're not allowed, when you're not allowed to do chemo or radiation anymore, and everything grew, I don't know how fast. My mom's in total denial, total fucking denial. You can't be like this, because when it happens, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. You have to face the facts. I said to Mama, okay, well, she, now has cancer. She still thinks God might, save her. I said, all right, Mom, well, maybe it's her time to go, but she doesn't want to go. She has a family. I know that, Mom, but why didn't God save her already? Well, maybe he's waiting for the last minute. All right, Mom, you can have hope and faith, but you still have to face the facts that she might die. You can't get mad at me for simply saying that you've got to face the facts now, Mom. It's quote-unquote D-Day. She's out of options. She's not allowed to have chemo radiation anymore, and the thing grew. Everything's bad now. I don't want her to die. Sorry, and for selfish reasons too, She dies, my mom's gonna be even more angry with me for my mom's gonna be furious with me for causing Marion to turn against my mom, but that's not fair, because I'm not doing anything wrong. My mom has a right to question everything. I am the fucking child, not Marion. That's the fucking soul here. My mom wants everything to go to me, and her ignorance is gonna seriously, potentially cause Marion to be able to ultimately fuck me over. Marion can fuck me over even if my mother breaks down. Marion has all the legal power, and I'm shit in the eyes of the law when it comes to my own mother. This is a fucking Twilight Zone nightmare. I can't take it. I want to drink. this would be the worst time for me to start drinking, and I understand that, but really, really drink. Escape somehow. There's no other way to escape, you know? It's not like I can have a good, get a goose screwing or something, of the good kind, There's no other way to escape. It's been a year yesterday, because now it's after midnight on the 5th. Today's the 5th, it's after midnight. Just turned the 5th. March 4th, 2012. I got shit-faced. I was with Donald, whatever. Mom, whatever. I have not touched a drop of booze since. When I wanted to touch it the most was when I was just in hell on the streets of LA and this and everything. I was gonna do anything that might potentially jeopardize Omar. No, I stayed alive. I stayed strong for him. He was my raison d'etre. Without him, I probably would have just started screaming. Just curled up in a little ball and started fucking screaming until the white coat people, the nice little men in the white coats carried me away. I experienced exactly what my poor mother has experienced periodically for the past fucking 34 years. What I'm thinking right now is, please help me, but I came to realize no one's gonna help me. I've been saying this for years. We're staring and thinking it. The thing is, now I have money. I actually have money. Nobody can ever again just throw me on the street like an animal. Like my mom, under duress, did to me in 2009. And like Donald did, his mom wanted to do it to me the night Donald choked me because I refused to just walk out of the house right then with the clothes on my back. And he reached down, wrapped both hands around my throat, squeezed, and said, "Leave now." I looked into his eyes. He wanted to kill me. His mother watched and didn't even say his name, didn't say, "Donald, stop," just nothing, just watched, because she was furious with me. She's going to watch him strangle me and say nothing, and she's a devout Christian. Oh my God. I'm sure, she was in shock, but she was angry and whatnot. She watched him. He stopped. I couldn't have stopped him. He's 280 pounds, okay? Standing above me, 6'3", 280 pounds. I'm 5'9.5", and was what at that when? How much was I at that one? A little under 200 or something, whatever. He's strong. He's a man. He's big. He wasn't that way when I met him. In any case, and then he and Mommy, and of course Omar. They weren't gonna leave Omar with me, because I might just take off with Omar. No, he and Mommy and Omar just left the house and took off. And they left the piece of shit garbage Laura just sitting there in shock yet again. And the second they left, I went out on my channel. It had been my only salvation, people condemn me for having this thing, go fuck themselves up the ass. And told them. And I created a couple of videos. Donald just wrapped both hands around my throat, squeezed, okay? Documented it. He later denied it in court. He told the judge that all he did was grab my coat and say, "Leave now." The judge saw right through him and gave me a year restraining order against him. I know what he did. He knows what he did. His mom knows what he did. He can deny it all he wants. I would know the truth even if the judge had ruled in his favor, you know? The restraining order sent a message loud and clear to him. Also, probably it had to have fucked up his political aspirations, too. Fuck her. Devout Christian my ass. Year. Fucking year, I have not touched a single drop of booze. This is all so much, too much for me to handle. I'm a walking ball of stress. I'm surprised I haven't developed cancer or something. But I'm still young, you know. Relatively so. Still relatively young. To Marion 2 Sundays ago. Marion knew it was me influencing her, and instantly Marion proved she hadn't changed a bit. Even I was thinking, oh, maybe she's changed because her sister has cancer. No. Instant. Oh, she apologized the next day. And to my mom, oh, will she apologize? I don't care, Mom. Give me a break. You had every right to question her in regards to her doing nothing when she was supposed to turn in that paper. We got, find out if you were a victim of identity fraud like the IRS had told you may very well be, and she did nothing. And then I said, why is she going to do it now? Just because you told your social worker, the social worker, now she suddenly wants to do it, and you say, no, Laura and I, I'm going to do it. And in regards to me, instantly claws. She's a conniving bitch. She just wants power over your money. I'm gonna have her thrown out of there. True colors, baby. But the thing is, I wasn't blindsided by you because your hug when you helped me sit on my computer and then hugged me 2 days before Christmas, and when you were little, can we forget we were ever mean to each other? I never took it seriously, so your little, she's a conniving bitch. She just wants power over your money. I'm gonna have her thrown out of there. I wasn't blindsided by that. Not in